In today's video, I am going to be doing some brainstorming about my 2025 planner lineup. So grab some pen and paper and let's brainstorm together. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. So I previously did a video where I went through my entire unused planner stash or partially used planner stash. I will link that video down below just in case you're interested, because it was a good video to see the different types of planner styles. I have a lot of planners that I haven't used, from Happy Planner to Go Getter Girl. I even have some like Erin Condren monthly layouts. So yeah, you can kind of get a view for different types of planner companies as well as the different layouts in that one video. But now it's time to actually start brainstorming my needs and wants when it comes to 2025 planners. So last December, I created this little notebook. I had bought a whole bunch of notebooks from Erin Condren during their Black Friday sale, and I created an inventory log. So like I have like beauty products and things like that in here. I definitely need to update that. But then I also have planner stuff. And one of the reasons why I filmed that previous video is I needed to do an update of my planner stash. So here is my current planner stash. So we have all of my dated planners. I put the year in here. And then I have all of my undated planners. I have extension packs. I'm down to only one extension pack. I do think I have a few Girl with Goals that are like pretty much partially depleted extension packs. But I did get rid of a few. I gave a few to coworkers. I did not write down the guided journals. I have destashed a few of those. And then my few notebooks that I have. Let's see, what else? Oh, and then all of my Archer and Olive and Go Getter Girl grid journals. I did not do that in that video, but here they all are. So I have an inventory log, and I'm going to keep this open, and I'm going to use one of my other Erin Condren notebooks because, you know, I think these are the perfect thing to use, these little notebooks, and I kind of want to maybe keep this around because I created one last year and I couldn't find it. I filmed a video. I filmed it definitely later in the season. I filmed it closer to Black Friday, where I started brainstorming my planner lineup so I wouldn't get sucked into all the Black Friday sales. But there seems to be planners going on sale for good prices earlier and earlier each year. And there was, you know, there's been a huge drop of 2025 planners. There are like other sneak peeks of more companies launching 2025 planners. So I'm like, I really need to get ahead of the game this year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brainstorm the planners I think I'm going to want to use and when I say the planners, I mean the planner type. So a catch-all planner, a fitness planner. That's what I mean by that. Not necessarily the brand or the layout. Just in general, what do I need to plan or track? That's what I should say. So I'm going to brainstorm that. And then once I get that out the way, I'm going to break it down even further. And I am going to write down the type of things that I need for each of those planners. Well, first I'll write down what I use those planners for, what I need in a planner, what I would want in a planner, and then I'll kind of like look here and hopefully find something that can fit that bill, because what I really want to do is use what I currently have for 2025. I am already intrigued by so many different planners, and I'm like, Tracy, there's always 2026. Let's use what we got. So let's keep my fingers crossed that I do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started because this is probably going to be a pretty lengthy video just because I use a lot of planners. All right. So this is just going to be my planner list. So I'm going to just write, I don't know. I'm not going to title it. That just gets complicated. So I know I want to catch all. I definitely need one place to house all of the information, and then fitness and wellness. And I'm putting them together. Last year, I don't know if I put them together. I think I did those separately because I did fitness and I did wellness and I did do those separately. I really, really like having them together. So I'm going to just combine those and have those together. Social media. I'm going to put work but I think I've already figured that out. So I don't think I'm going to really worry about that, but I'm going to still put that here just because I'm filming this video for myself, but being I'm filming it, I like to include the information in case it helps anybody else. So catch-all, fitness and wellness, social media, work. I think those are the only things that I need to plan or track. And then, so these are the main things. Let's do this. Let's say these are the main. And then these are the secondary. And what I mean by secondary, and I think this is something that I'm kind of realizing, is when it comes to secondary, I think these would be definitely things that I would never spend money on. I would always like to use what I have, whether it be filler paper, outdated planners, bullet journals I have, something like that. I just definitely don't like. These are the things that eventually I may end up buying more planners. And I'm not talking about next year, I'm talking about in the future. So I definitely like to do this idea of these are the main things, but then secondary things, I'm gonna put goals. I mean, goals are very, very important to me, but I feel like I can make do with that with whatever I have. So I'm gonna do goals. I want to really, so we want to do, I'll say mental health journaling. And then memory keeping journaling. That's something I'm trying to bring back into my budgets, finance. And I think that's kind of it. I mean, I guess I can say, maybe I should do like hobby and memory keeping too. This is more for journals. So these are going to be journals. That's why that's a little bit different. So for that, I need a reading journal, currently journal. I do a memory keeping, and I put photos because that's the difference between a memory keeping journal or planner versus this one. This one will be kind of like, hopefully it'll make sense when I actually put that, when I actually get that going. I'm trying to get that going here. All right, so, okay, and I'm going to check off the currently, the memory keeping, the all about me, and I think the reading journal is going to be new, but I think I have, but these are all continuation journals. Okay, I think that's my list. I'll probably come up with other things as they pop up, but now what I'm going to do is on each one of these pages, I'm going to write, I have tons of space, so I'm going to write catch-all. Oh, I don't like how they're, but whatever. Then I'm going to do fitness and wellness. I wish they were all like that. But then if they were, I would have wished that I had a regular page. All right, I'm going to finish writing all of this for the tops of them. Okay, now we can get started. So for the first thing I want to do for my catch-all, so I want to write what I track. So what do I track in my catch-all? And the reason why I want to do this, it could be what I plan, what I track, same thing. I'm going to use them both interchangeably. The reason why I want this is going to give me guidance when I start thinking about what I really need and what I really want. Because I'm currently using a planner that I really, really like. It's a daily. But I don't want to be like blinded by that. Although I think I already am. But just in case, I want to kind of like think about it. So I'm going to jot down everything that I track, and then I'll kind of go through it really quick. And then we'll kind of move on to the next part. So in my catch-all, what I track appointments and meetings. That's for both work and personal. So I do track them all in one place because that's my day. and I want to get that complete picture of my day. So I want everything in there. I track my birthdays and important dates. So that's the other thing that I'll throw in there, like someone's birthday, someone's anniversary, things like that. So like it might not be anything that takes away time during that day, but it's a reminder that I need to do something, if that makes sense. Routines, and I put in parentheses goals. So that is, I like to track like when I want to do my workouts. If I want to meal prep on Sundays, I'm going to want to pencil that in so I don't forget to do it. Because yes, sometimes when you know you're teleworking on Monday, you just kind of put off that meal prepping on Sunday. And then it even comes up to like, if I want to start adding Duolingo to that like morning routine, then I need to put that in there. And it's more of an accountability type thing, along with just getting that complete picture of the day. So some of this is accountability in addition to that. And then daily reminders that I need it for my medication, not my medication, but like my vitamins and my supplements that I'm really bad at taking. I have to put them in my planner. I will not take them every day. It is horrible. I've said it time and time again, morning medicines. Yes, as soon as I wake up, it's right there on my nightstand, take it. Nighttime, right before I go to bed, it's habit. There, it's those middays. So I have to put it in my calendar because it's something that like, it's not prescription medication. So do I have to take it? That's why it doesn't become, that's why I have to put it as a reminder. And then my daily tasks and to-dos, that's when you kind of get into like the nitty gritty stuff where you know you have to find a place to pencil it in because you have to do it. That goes for work projects, work tasks, work things like that. Where right now it's not time specific, but I'm probably going to have to pencil it in just so I make sure I get it done. Cleaning the house, yes. Sometimes you do have to pencil it in. So those are things that I do there. So I think that's the gist of it. There are probably things that I'm missing, but I think this is an overall gist of everything that I track in my catch-all. So it's pretty much everything. I even put, when I talk about daily tasks, I have a social media planner. I will put, if I have to film a video, I will put that on my daily tasks so I do not forget it. Because this is the one planner that I'm going to probably be checking into multiple times a day. Definitely once, but probably multiple times during the day. All right, so what that said, now what do I need? This is what do I need in a planner? So I need checklist. I did not realize how important checklists were until I had it. And I need a lot of them because I do have things that I need to get done, especially for work on a daily basis that I just need to do. And then the other things I'm realizing is I also have personal to-dos that I need to put in my checklist, like schedule an appointment. Schedule my hair appointment. I have to put that on my list because if not, I'll keep forgetting to do it. And then all of a sudden I'm like rushing to get it done. So, yes, checklists have become very, very essential to me. The other thing I need, I'm trying to figure out if I need it or want it. I really do think I need an hourly. I just really like looking at my day broken down in by the hours. I like to be able to visualize, hey, I have free time here. I can probably go ahead and add one of those to-dos I've been putting off into that space. So that's kind of, I'm actually finding for productivity purposes, I really do need an hourly. So checklist and hourly. And I think with that said, I think I kind of need a daily. I was kind of tempted to say it's like what I need and what I want, but I do think that daily is almost becoming a need. All right, and what I want. So these are things that I don't necessarily need, but they would be nice to have. And I would say a weekly view. I have learned that I can live without the weekly view because I have not had one in the particular planner that I'm using as my catch-all for the second half of the year. For the first half of the year, I had one that had the weekly view. The second half of the year, I have not. But I am missing out on that pre-planning that I think I probably need. Because a lot of times on my daily planner, I don't do as much weekend pre-planning. I kind of pre-plan the day before for the next day. And I feel like that weekly view really let me pre-plan for the week. And it's not the big things that I'm missing. It's those little things that I'm missing. There's like little mundane tasks that I really am missing. So I think that's what I want. I'm kind of torn about whether or not I need it to be franken-planned with other things. I don't think I do. I think I'm okay with this being a standalone. I've kind of been up in the air about it. Like, you know, would it be helpful to have it mixed in with like my finance planner or something like that? I think it would be fine, but it's not really a make or break, because this is really the only planner. This and my fitness planner are the two planners that I'm in mostly. And then my social media comes next. So we'll see. I think I'm okay with the binding, whether it be disc or coil or even bound. I realize I can do bound. Okay, so with that said, looking at this, again, it's like go getter girl. So what I have that can possibly fit the bill, I have a disc bound Go Getter Girl, and that has weekly inserts. Now the weeks will not be with the days. I just can't, the way they're printed, I can't insert them between, like I can't do 7 days and then have a week in between if I do the disc bound. But I don't really know that that's essential for this. So I do have that. So that's one. I do have a coil bound 5-in-1 Go Getter Girl. And that is the one that does have the weekly. However, I'm really liking using that for fitness. And then I have a bound 3-in-1 Go Getter Girl. And that's what I'm using now. It works. It's fine. I do like the compactness of it. It's a lot less pages, so it does make it a little bit more portable. So I do have that. I have daily Live Love Posh pages. I don't have nearly enough for a whole year. I do like those. They don't have the hours though. So I need to write that on here. No hours. So those are the only ones with the hours. So really, I'm going to probably be staying with the Go Getter Girl for my catch-all. I just have to figure out which one of the styles I want, whether or not it's going to be disc, coil, or bound. And I think I would like to use a disc for next year for at least this one or my fitness. I just have to figure out which one I might want to franken-plan. Probably leaning more towards my catch-all. Okay, so fitness and wellness. So for fitness and wellness, I'm going to kind of keep it like this. I kind of like how this is. So I'm going to kind of mimic this over here. So I'm going to do what I track. All right, y'all. What I track. This is all the stuff I track. So my workout title. So if I want to find that specific workout, I can find it again. Workout stats. That's the weight size I use. The strokes per minute if I do rowing, stuff like that. My Apple Watch stats. A food log of what I actually ate that day. I put macros with a question mark because I'm not currently tracking macros because I'm struggling sometimes even to log my food. But I would like to get into tracking my macros, not necessarily like all the time, but I would like to maybe get back into it for when I need it until I can maybe doing like intuitive eating. Sleep, I track my hours and quality, energy level, stress and anxiety, symptoms, meal prep and plan and workout plan. These two are new for the second half of the year because I had room for it in my current planner, and I really, really like it. I actually want to start expanding on my workout plan. Yes, it's like W/O, which is without, but I'm just don't want to write workout. I really want to start expanding on that, especially come the new year. And well, probably actually in December, where I have a little bit more time, where I can actually pre-plan the specific workout. So I can like go into my apps, find workouts that I want to do, and pencil in that particular workout. So there is no thought involved when that day comes. It's almost like going to a fitness class. I will already know I am doing Body Pump 104 on Monday. That's where I want to get right now. I just say full body, legs, and things like that. So that's where I want to get. Hopefully I'll get to that by the end of the year. So with all of that said, what do I need? Space to track it all together. Except the planning part. Because I do two things here. I track and I plan. The pre-planning can be separate. It's the tracking I really do want together for the past. So I just started tracking everything on one page in, I guess when I started bullet journaling, when I tried the bullet journaling route in May, and I really liked that concept. Then I moved to the Go-Getter Girl, and I really, really liked it. So I like to be able to see it all on one page, versus prior to that and like all of last year and even before that, I had everything in separate planners, and it was just hard because a lot of the stuff is related. Fitness, wellness, all that stuff is so related. So I just want to see it all together. And what do I want? I think I want a weekly view. I think I could do my planning on an insert, on a sheet, on a note sheet, or whatever. If I was using the discount system, I could just pop it in. So I think I could do that there. But we'll see. Okay, so then we're going to put over here planner stash. Okay. So one, I don't have everything on here because I don't have my wellness on here. I do have a wellness undated. Oh, maybe it might be over here. Is my wellness over here? Nope. I think I'm going to be destashing that. I actually have it at work to destash, so it's probably not going to be here, but I don't want to forget about it for this particular moment. All right, so number one, I have my Go-Getter Girl 5-in-1. That is the coil bound. That is a dated one that I would just have to redate. I also have the Go-Getter Girl disc. Like I said, the weeklies are separate, but I don't think that would be an issue for this. I could just pop it out and put it in the front for that week, and then when that week's over, move it to the back. So I don't think that would be an issue. I also have a Bloom's Planner Wellness. That is not going to be enough room. However, so that one is probably leaning to where I might not be able to use it, just because I really do want to be able to track my fitness and wellness together, and I just don't think there's enough room. And then I had my Wellness Happy Planner. Again, probably the same issue with that. It's just the whole daily thing. I feel like I almost need a daily planner. But I think that's going to be the only thing that gives me the space, or a bullet journaling, and bullet journaling just was so time consuming. All right, so I think that's it for that. Okay, so right now I'm leaning toward these two. For this one, I'm leaning toward those three. Social media. This one is probably going to be irrelevant to y'all. So I will say, if you have any other hobby that you track, now would be the time to brainstorm those. So if you have a gardening planner, if you have a multimedia planner, if you have a work planner, I'm going to get into work, but I don't really use a work planner per se. I use more of a notebook. But now would be the time to brainstorm that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do mine and you can do yours. All right. So I'm not really going to go over too much of this, but you can see that I do track a lot when it comes to my social media. So I post a lot. I mean, what I track a lot is my video schedules, any type of like for the companies I PR for, their releases, their sales, and my overall task. I do stats and goals. And when I wrote goals here, it reminded me that I like to track goals for my fitness with my fitness. So I'll put that in there, which also makes me lean almost toward these two anyway, because there's room in there for that. I track my posting. I try to pre-plan my post for like any type of social media platforms. So that's all I need. I mean, that's all I track. So what I need 2 calendars monthly per month. So I have to have 2 views of that monthly calendar. That is what I need. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And then I need a weekly view. And I need a place to have a task list. What I want, I think I want the option to add and remove pages. So that would be disc or rings. I don't really have a ring planner, but I don't want to like always just cut that off. Because hopefully I'll remember where this is next year, and next year I won't have to redo this. I can just alter things. All right, so planner stash. I do have quite a few Happy Planner monthlies layouts. I will be using that as long as I stay within a disbound system. I will be using that. 100% will be using that. All right, now here comes the tricky part. I currently do not have a teacher planner in my layout. In my lineup. I do not have any stashes, anything with the teacher planner in my stash. I had a few. I gave them to my cousins because they were not neutral, so I knew I was not going to use them. So this is where it gets interesting. So I'm going to write everything that I could possibly use when it comes to the second part. And I need to add or remove pages. So that means all the go-getter girls are out. I definitely do not need a daily. I need that weekly view. So for that, I think what I could probably think about. So I have a Happy Planner horizontal. I think that one is a 2025. Yeah, that's the 24-25. So that's already dated. I have a Live, Love, Posh. I believe that one's 6 months. Undated. I think it's 6 months. Horizontal. Yep, 6 months. So I have that. I have a Happy Planner vertical. And that is 23-24. So we'll have to redate that one. The color blocks and partially used. I used that before. I think that one's gone. I think that's it. Oh, okay, hold up. Then I have a Caliva Plan dashboard. And that is a 2025. Okay. I have ideas for that one, so I don't think I'm going to use that. However, if things don't work out, then I can always use that for this. This one is what I'm definitely thinking, but I need 2 because of that 2 monthly calendar thing. I like the monthly layout because you get the calendar view, then you kind of get notes pages. So it also helps with the whole task list, but it's missing that weekly view. So right now it looks like I have the horizontal and the vertical, or that Caliva Plan dashboard. So those are my options. But I think that those are reasonable options. We could see if I can make it work. I've never used, did I use a vertical? I don't think I've ever used a vertical or horizontal for content planning, for social media planning. So that would be useful. I mean, that would be not useful. That would be interesting. All right, so that one we're just going to leave for now because I feel like I don't really know, and I feel like I have options. We have options. We'll see if if I can find another $5 teacher layout. That might work too. Okay, so for work, I'm going to say what I need to track. I don't even need to go away for this because I just need meetings, important dates, and meeting notes. That's it. I don't really think there's anything else that I really need to track here because I do my daily to-dos in my catch-all, and that's fine. I don't think I need to do it here. Just because I'm in my catch-all. I mean, it's like usually like 3 or 4 to-dos. I don't need to redo that here. I mean, I could do it here. I could put it, but I don't need to. So what I need it needs to be portable, which means small and thin. I need a monthly calendar, and I need notes pages. I don't know what I would like to have. Like, I know I have a disc-bound notebook, so I can say disc-bound, but I don't really think that's essential. I'll show you what I have 2 right now. I did not show these during my planner stash, but these are just from Office Depot. These are the Tool brand. If you purchase them online, they're like $16. But what I did here is at one point I just made a monthly calendar like this. I just made printables. That's it. And then I just have note pages. The note pages came with it. I have another one that I've been using here lately because I've been going to a lot of in-person meetings, and I've just been taking that one because it's like dark blue and a little bit more like professional looking. This is still super professional. But this is what I've been using, and I think I'm going to still use it. So I'm going to put that here as a tool. And I actually have already bought calendar inserts for 2025. And I also got some Jane's agenda pages. So I think this one is done. So I'm going to just put a check mark next to that. Goals. I told you my work one was easy. For work, I didn't even ever have a separate planner. But basically, I knew I needed a new notebook because I could not do the legal pads. That's what our office uses, is those 8.5 by 11 top flip legal pads. I just couldn't do it. So I was doing spiral bound notebooks, like the ones you get for 25 cents during back to school. And I'm like, I can't rock that in a meeting. I mean, I was even putting it in like a little pad folio to make it look fancy, and it still won't work in. So then I'm like, I need something semi-professional. And being as I went with this, I'm like, I might as well add a monthly calendar so I can at least track things on it. But it's mainly a notebook with just the ability to see what's coming up is pretty much all it is. Okay. All right, so for goals, what I track is I'm going to go ahead and write this down because I got to think about it a little bit more. Okay, so what I track. I'm going to need to put my 2024 reflections in there as well as my 2025 brainstorming. I would like to have that in my new goals planner just so I can kind of refer to that throughout the year. I feel like that'll be a good thing to have. It's kind of how I have it set up now. I use a disc-bound system, so it's not a problem. Monthly reflections as well as weekly reflections. I put weekly reflections as a secondary because I'm so not good about that. Assessments, like your quarterly assessments, that's where you rate yourself on a scale in certain categories, or the categories that you're tracking. Quarterly goals, monthly goals, routines, and weekly action steps. There may be other stuff in there, but that's pretty much the gist of it. What I need. I'm going to say flexibility. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to say what I want. I think I just need flexibility. Now, my planner stash. this video is getting long. I'm trying to hurry up. So when it comes to this, currently this year, I'm using a Go-Getter Girl. Well, I was originally using a Go-Getter Girl. I mean, a Girl with Goals. Happy Planner, Girl with Goals. The names are so similar. Girl with Goals extension pack. It was a goal-focused hourly layout. It worked okay, but then I wasn't using the hourly. So I'm like, I'm not going to waste this actual extension pack. I can use it maybe in the future. Let's switch. So I started using the Live, Love, Posh, Quad, and checklist pages. So let me put that here because I still have some left over. So I have LLP, Quad. I don't know how many I have. And then I have LLP checklist because they have those. They have the Quad in a actual planner layout, so you can have like the monthly calendar, and then you have 6 months, but I just got the Quad pages, so it's not actually in a monthly like format, which is fine because I wouldn't have used it like a planner. So I have those. All right, I also have the Happy Planner monthly layout. I think that will work really well. I think I could use the checklists, possibly the checklist pages of that monthly layout for my weekly action steps, possibly. So it's 1, 2, 3. I have a monthly Erin Condren planner. That one may not have enough pages between the calendar. I do not need a monthly calendar. And this has the monthly calendar, and then it just has a few pages behind it. I do like the habit tracker that's in it. That's nice, but I don't know that I need everything else. Okay. And then let's look. And then I have a lot of journals. So then I have several A5 journals. I have several. And I think I have one B5 because another one is going to be spoken for. I didn't even put it on here because it's already spoken for. So those are it. So I can go with a journal. I don't think it would be that difficult to do like a Bujo style goals planner because again, I'm not in it every day. I'm just doing it for the week and I'm not really setting up daily pages or anything like that. I'm just pretty much handwriting some action steps. I can get a little fun and throw little stickers on it, but I think I could do it bullet journaling style, and that definitely gives me the freedom. So I'm leaning toward this, maybe even that, and maybe the HP monthly layout. I do like these two. So basically the only one I think I'm out is that one. So basically I'm leaning toward everything except for the Erin Condren monthly planner. Memory keeping journaling, the written one. I want a small, I'm not even writing, whatever. It's kind of hard to say what I track. I'll just write small daily memories. That's what I'm tracking. It's just small daily memories, writing it down. Went to dinner with so-and-so, so-and-so. Learned a new word at work. That's funny. So it's like silly things like that like might seem so stupid, but I think when I look back at it, it's going to like trigger a memory that's going to make me smile and laugh. And yeah, that's what I want. So I don't need a lot of space at all. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't really know that I have anything else really to add to this. But I think I already know my planner, so I'm going to just put it on here. I'm going to do the Kill of a Plan dashboard. And the reason why is I did an entire flip through. I have a 2025 one. It has dot grid on the left-hand side instead of like those checklists that the Happy Planner has. It's just a blank dot grid page. And then on the right side is your dashboard with the days on it. And I'm like, that's plenty of room for me to write down my daily memories. And then I have all this fun stuff that I can do with the dot grid to do like creative journaling. Not necessarily creative journaling, but I can make it real cute. If there's a really big memory for the week, I can do it there. So I'm super excited. So this is pretty much done. For my mental wellness journaling, I am currently using a Stayology. So for this, it's just basic stuff, but this, I do need it. So I'm going to say, instead of like, you pretty much know what I track. The difference between the daily memories and the mental wellness journaling, this is where I get all emotional. This is where I put my emotions on page, my frustrations, my anger, sometimes my happiness and my joy. But that's what I put on here. It's just getting all of my feelings out onto a page. And it's not something that I might even ever read again. So it's not like memories. It's more of just kind of like freeing type thing. So what I need is, I do not like stiff binding. So I want it to be I don't want to say soft cover, but I want it to be bendable. I know that sounds so weird, but I feel like for a journal, I just want it to be like bendable and soft and like not heavy. So I think that's what it is like when it has a heavy cover, it's heavy. And I don't want it to be heavy. I don't care about the paper quality this year. So through May at least, I have a Stayology. I don't even know how to spell it. It's A5. I like that. There are other types that I could probably look at. There's really thin paper, so it's like a lot of pages, but because the paper's thin, it's not super thick. So I kind of like that, but I need to think on this and I have time, so I'm not going to. But if there's like a really good sale, maybe not. Other journals. So I have my reading journal. That one I'm using a B5, and that one we can just check off. Done. I already know what I'm using. What else did I say for my other journals? Y'all, this is why I have to write it down. I already have my currently journal, my memory keeping journal, my all about me. I also have what I call a creative journal that's like the 8.5 by 11 that I kind of do random stuff. Like when I have really cute stickers, I'll do like lists. So this is for like lists and stuff like that. It's spiral bound, so it's kind of hard to do like Dutch doors or anything just because the spiral doesn't have that same oomph that a bound one does. But I still have that one. But here are all my journals. So yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot of journals. I do have a new A5 Go-Getter Girl one. I think I had that when I did my, yeah, because I had recently bought some for the sale. So I could possibly use this next year for my mental wellness journaling. It just has a really nice paper. And for that mental wellness journaling, I just write and I throw stickers on the page. It's kind of like where I've been using a lot of my Happy Planner floral stickers because I don't use them as much. So I kind of just use them there. And I just use it to fill the space. So that way when it's blank, I don't feel bad. Yeah, I got that one. I didn't realize it was lined, and I'm not a fan of lined journaling. So I have a reading journal. I don't know that I'm like toying with other journals. Like I think it would be fun to have like another like media journal where you track things like movies and music and things like that. But I don't think I need it. I think what I could do here is I could just be more fancy. I'm going to put that in here so I don't forget. With my currently journal. So like right now, my currently journal, I say, what are you watching? And I've kind of gone a little bit more the past few months, but I could probably even take that up a notch, and I don't have to just handwrite it. I can do photos. I can do collages. I can do fun stuff like that. So I think I want to actually change the way that I'm currently doing my currently journal. All right, y'all. I think that's everything. Oh, I haven't done my budget. Let's do budget here. And I only am going to bring that up just in case. So for budget, the only thing, so I'll say what I track. See, I thought y'all were getting away that easy, huh? All right. So what I track, I'm not going to say what I need because I really don't I said, this one is one of the ones that I don't know what I need. Like, I think I can make anything work. So I track my monthly expenses. I do that by category. But because it's monthly and I use my credit card, I don't have to visit this planner even weekly. I just need to make sure I visit it at least once a month to jot all that down. Subscription renewals, that is a big one. Bill due dates. A lot of things I have are on automatic payment, so it's not as big of a deal, but I still like to keep a overall view of that. And I have been doing that just annually. I've been having one calendar. My bill due dates do not change, and I just refer to that. So I do not create a new one every month, and that has been working. Flex spending account spending. My electricity and water bills, just so I can kind of get a general estimate of how much it's going to cost me in future months. So like now I can be like, oh, September or October of next year, it's going to cost, last year it cost this much. So this year it's going to cost this much. So that's how I kind of do it. And then maybe I'll do like my interest accrual type thing. Cause I need to start kind of for savings accounts and stuff. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But right now I have a Happy Planner budget planner, and I have enough for another year. So we are using that. However, when that runs out, it runs out. I will just be using regular note pages. I got this. Flex spending, electric and water bill due dates, and subscription renewals are all things I created on Canva or Microsoft Office already. So like I do have to have this in, so if I say what I need, disc or rings. Although I've already decided it, I want to put this here for next year. So I can think about it. Like it has to be something that I can put inserts in. So now I think we're done. There we go. That is my 2025 planner lineup brainstorm. I just want to keep this in a place. So like I said, I can refer to it next year and I'll make my life so much easier. And if I film a video next year for it, then hopefully it'll be a lot quicker, because I'm sure things are going to change in my planning style. Things have already changed from even January to June of this year. And even if I look back at last year, it's already changed. I will say this inventory is so helpful, guys. I would say if you have a stockpile of planners that you have picked up from like Michael's for $5, we all stock up when things are on sale. We think we're going to use them and then we decide we really don't want them. But we pick them up because they're so cheap. I would recommend doing an inventory list. It's just good because yes, you can look at your shelf, but looking at my shelf really didn't do anything for me. But seeing it here helps me visualize it a little bit more. And then I can look at what I want and what I need and hopefully use some of these for this. So hopefully I can get rid of my stockpile by actually using them. That is the goal. Right now, looking at this, I don't think I need any new planners for 2025. The only thing that might be on a maybe list is this whole social media weekly view. I think I'm going to try my hand at the horizontal. If that doesn't work, I can try an outdated vertical. The outdated vertical, in a way, I can kind of make that into like the same thing like that I did with like you do with the teacher layout. I mean, you just have 3 larger blocks instead of the smaller ones. So I probably can make it work. I really do need to use what I have, especially because I am kind of leaning away from Happy Planner and a lot of my planners. I really need to make sure I use the Happy Planners that I have, especially for the ones that I'm thinking I'm going to be sticking with Happy Planner with. So like my social media, in particular, maybe my memory keeping, I need to definitely focus on using what I have. All right, guys, so there we go. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. Maybe you brainstormed with me. Let me know. Have you narrowed down your 2025 lineup yet? As you can see, I think I almost have. I think there's a couple of things that are still up, but like kind of in limbo, but I have a feeling that I should have it set before those Black Friday sales. And that's my goal. I do not want to buy any planners on Black Friday. Will I buy journals? Of course. I'll buy some journals, but I will not buy planners. They take up way too much room. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please press that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button as well. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.